where Rev has the greatest return on investment for us is the time savings. My name is Keif Storrar, and I'm a Montana-based personal injury attorney. A big part of our practice involves complex trucking cases against large truck companies that are a danger on our roadways because of unsafe safety practices or transportation practices. My clients who I represent are often dealing with overwhelming medical bills, time away from work, uncertainty about what's going to happen next in their lives. So we step in to take the legal burden off their shoulders and make sure that we can fight for them to make sure they're treated fairly. So the way I use Rev, I will use it at an initial intake for a client. I'll also use Rev besides the intake. I'll use it for instance, maybe drafting an affidavit from a witness. I can sit down and have a thorough conversation with a witness. Rev will transcribe it for me, and then I will insert another prompt to create an affidavit template based upon Montana law that then I can just say, okay, extract the information exactly as it was said, use direct quotes when possible, don't paraphrase or make stuff up, and this prompt will then develop an affidavit for me. So I can spend a half hour talking to a client and literally like less than a minute drafting a pretty comprehensive affidavit. Sometimes in our firm we'll dictate stuff, and this makes it incredibly easy where I can dictate a massive amount of information about the crash. I can have all the documents in front of me, and I can just start talking about everything that happened in the crash. I could upload the police report as well, and then I can have that transcribed. I can upload the police report into the insights function, and then I can put a more advanced prompt in there to say, now draft this into a Montana specific complaint. And in my prompt, I already have things like, here's jurisdiction facts you need to put in, here's any sort of preliminary facts, here's the structure of the complaint, and then I can use that to draft the entire complaint, which just, again, saves a lot of time because it'll do it for me, and then I'm becoming the advisory attorney reviewing the draft of the complaint. My aha moment with Rev is really actually the video analysis function, because the transcript is linked to the video. And so if you have some important point that was made by a witness, and you can't remember when, but you had that witness on video, you can go in and say, hey, when did this point happen in the video? And it will pop out an answer like that, because I'd otherwise spent a lot of time having to go through a video manually, sort of look at the deposition, look at the time on the deposition and try to match that time in a video, rather than just being able to go to the text and do video clips in an instant by highlighting a transcript and say, clip this out. And it really just makes you realize how impactful it can be in a case. I think the efficiency on that front is huge, but then everything else that comes with it, the ability to use the insights function, upload information that's HIPAA compliant and high security, so it's not going to be shared or read, and then be able to analyze all those other documents is what was actually like a huge benefit that I didn't even really know about when I first signed up for Rev. The time savings. For me, when it comes to interviewing witnesses or finding the data I need to find in a quick way, it saves me massive amounts of time, because I can put in a question into the insights function to find the specific language I'm looking for from 15 different affidavits in a case, right? I can upload them all and say, who said, X, because I know what was said in this case, I just can't find her. I don't have time to go through all these depositions. It'll pull up and say, it looks like it was this guy on this date, and here's the quote. And you can check to make sure that's accurate. And so that just saves a ton of time, being able to ask it questions like that and find the information in a really quick manner. So our return on investment, I think, is staff efficiency. It's also attorney time savings. When you're having to dig through a bunch of documents in a case, you can easily find that information with a couple questions to the Insights AI function.